Okay, I kept the same model we had for the last one, because I decided that it's a pretty cool shape. I'm going to make materials, because today we're going to be going over materials. So simply double click down in this materials area to create a new material. And double click on that to up the material editor. Now, first you can name it. I'll just name it material, so I'm creative. And then here is the, we'll just go over what we see. We've got all the different things we can add to it. Over here is like the attributes of those, and this is the example. Now, we'll run down all of them, like ones, I'll skip the ones that don't really matter. Color, obviously, pretty straightforward what that does. Change the color, changes over here. We can add a texture. This is how you would load an image of, like, I don't know, if you're making concrete, you'd add a concrete image, so I'll just quickly find a material. This will come up every time it's not in the same directory. I only do that if you're going to have lots of images and you want to know exactly where they are and you want to be able to find them all and stuff. So now I've got this. Close this. And all you gotta do is drag it either onto the object itself or onto the hierarchy. I prefer to do it in the hierarchy because it's more accurate. You'll get the materials tag, and it nice to stop being so retarded. There we go. We have this wire thing going on, but it's very stretched out, so let's change that. Click on this. We'll change the projection to cubic. Now, how good does that look? It's pretty sexy. Now we can change the material here. We can change its how it projects, offsets, which is basically how much it's moved, length, and tile. I need more energy to drink. Anyway, let's go back into this. We can change this to noise, and so we just get that, and we can double click on this, and we can change colors, what type of noise it is. That's very useful for many things. If you want to put like dirt on something, or if you want to make something look rough. But how would we use this to make it look rough? It's only changing the color. That's what we have bump for. So click on bump. Now I can change all these attributes, but this needs to be checked for it to actually take effect here. So we'll add noise, and it hasn't changed the color of it, but it's changed the bump of it, so now it's all lumpy and ugly. We can change the strength of that. Turn the strength down. You want it, the way to know what you're doing is this line equals 0. Those lines usually represent what's reasonable. If you go way above those or way below those, it just goes retarded. It doesn't look good at all. But anyway, light diffusion. See, doesn't do much, does it? Well, luminance. Oh, first of all, I'll show you what that looks like. See, now it's all lumpy. Very ugly. Anyway, luminance. As you can see from the image, that's what we get. Now, if you go to all the trouble of making a lovely material and then just the luminance wrecks it, you can turn the brightness down. So, make it. See, I can put it back here, and I can actually see what I've done. Transparency. This is pretty straightforward. Turn off the bump. Sorry, I'm going to do this. This is what you use to make glass, but glass isn't 100% see-through, so you might want to do like a stained glass window and ramp it up to 4. You get this, add a bump, kind of messes it up, so we'll turn that strength to about 1. So that does. So you get a pretty interesting effect. We can turn down this. Now, this is like most art things. It's just best to play around with stuff and see what you like. If you don't like it, doesn't matter. Just find something else. Reflection. Now, one problem you'll have with this is if I render it. Whoa, where's it gone? I don't see anything. That's because the material is reflecting all the light, and there's no light now seen, so you can't see anything. So you'd want to add a light, which we've covered before. We'll look at it. And I haven't put much effort into the lighting, but you can see that it's reflecting the light up from that light. Analyze limits. Let's see what this looks like. That looks nice, doesn't it? It's very good. You'll be making masterpieces in no time. Anyway, alpha glow. Glow is very cool. It's very important that you don't get luminance and glow mixed up. Luminance is when light comes from it, and then glow is just when there's like light around it. Also, glow doesn't show up until the image is completely done, so you have to wait to see if that's good. So, wait very, very patiently for it to finish. And we add, you'll notice it's got that bright effect to it. So now you can change like its outer strength and radius and stuff. Ramp all these up. Use material color, so you can toggle that off, and if I want to make it like really red or something. But usually it's just better to go with material color. Now, applying materials. A little bit more we can cover about this, so I'll just make a new one, Command N, and to change 3 windows I've made, just go to here, and now back to here. We'll create a cube, hit C, faces, like this one, right click, extrude it on. Now, what am I going to do here? Material, call this one box 1, go color, make it red. Drop that on the box. Oops. Drop that on the box. Now, what we'll do is we'll select it and make sure the middle one, this little one we just made, is selected, and we'll go. Make this one blue. Drop that on. Now it's disappeared. If I select off, we've added. Oh, that's a bit bright. We've added a little blue square on the top of our cube. Now we've got 2. Can swap those around. The way it works is this one's only applied to this square, and this one is applied to the whole thing. So the way it works is it looks, can't use my hand to gesture, I have to remember that. It looks this way, and it sees the blue first, so the blue's on top, and then it sees the red. So if I swap them around, it sees the red first, and then it doesn't see the blue. Also, this triangle is for the polygon selection for the blue. So if I delete that tag, pretty sure, yeah, it stops working. So it's like this. See what we do as selection, polygon selection dot 1. Now if I delete this, and then I go, No object. Tools. Center tools. Not functions. What about functions? Where is it? This is a very useful function. I should know where this is. Selection filter. No. Set selection. Yes, it is. What set selection does is it creates one of the little triangles for us, and its name is polygon selection. We'll call it that. Copy its name. Then click on this material. Tell it selection will be polygon selection 1. Press enter, and now we have blue on the side, and that's how that's done. Okay, that's just about it for materials. If you have any questions or requests, just comment and I'll make you something, because I'm a nice person.